Okay, this is the most unrehearsed video ever, but, I must be dreaming. Like, I must literally be dreaming. Like, pinch me. Fucking pinch me. Like, I just refuse to believe that this has actually happened. I don't even know what this list contains. Well, except for one thing. I discovered this list came out as I just arrived from work mere minutes ago, because MCO40 put up a video about it, saying that Maxis at 1 and Zodiac are sort of dead. Sorta. Given the massive fucking OCG ban list that came out like a week ago, which was fucking insane, it was only a matter of time that the TCG ban list would finally come out. Like, they're making Duelist Saga, which, from what I saw, had like the Arrowhead cards and shit, so I knew it was around the corner, but I wasn't expecting it to be today, on the first day of spring. I think it's the first day of spring today. And I apologize, I just don't have access to my video editors right now, so I'm just going to record this as raw and live as possible. And I want to get this out of the way as quickly as possible, because my brother's, he's going to cause some antics down here now that he's also back from work. So, I will talk about my thoughts on the maxi limit once we finish with the list. And I'm sorry I haven't uploaded any Yu-Gi-Oh videos since August. That's a long story, so we'll get to that when we get to that. We have more important things to cover. The fucking ban list is finally here. We've waited, how many months now? Like 7 fucking months? Like, this is the longest wait for a ban list in a long time. Like, not even back then were waits this fucking long. Like, it was usually like 6 months back in the day, but 7? That's just overkill. Like, I was fine with the idea of being able to have a ban list every 3 months, even if there were literally little to no changes. That doesn't matter to me, because that's what MTG does. They show you when the ban list is gonna come out, but it's no guarantees they're going to be a ban. But at least it lets people know that they have to do it anyways, because if there's no changes, that's fine. Like, MTG, they don't care if there's no changes or not. Like, I mean, yes, the latest one made people salty, but, Okay, I'm getting off track here. Let's just do it. Alright, so there's only one card I know for sure, 2 cards I know for sure that are going to be banned, and I hope the fuck they're banned. One of which is Kieran. They better fucking ban Kieran. Alright, I zoomed in the text, so I don't get preemptively spoiled to too many cards at a time. So let's do this as slow as possible. Alright, and they've got text updates, so of course this means Aratas, so here we go. Our first forbidden card is, yes! Thank you. Magi Spectre Kieran is finally fucking banned. Thank the lords. The OCG banned this asshole in January? Yeah, it's about fucking time we banned that asshole in here too. Like, Kieran was just a boss monster. Like, a despicable boss monster, and was splashed in so many Pendulum Ducks. Even if, the Link rules are gonna, Link rules, they've murdered Pendulums. Even with Link's rules, quote-unquote, murdering Pendulum decks, Kieran would have still been a fucking problem. Glad this asshole is banned. Fuck that guy. I know there's that fairy tale that's basically Kieran, but at least you can target that bitch. At least you can affect Baylor, that asshole. At least I can fucking nuke that bitch the minute it hits the field. Not Kieran. Kieran survives most removals, and that's bullshit. So I'm so glad he's gone. Neptune got banned, and Vinny's Emptiness. Oh my god. What the fuck? Okay, so Neptune got banned, which is very surprising because this is a preemptive ban, because Neptune was also banned in the recent OCG list, and this is because of the fucking instant fusion bullshit. Like, you would special summon that fusion thing, and then you would tribute over with Neptune, and it would gain the effects. It makes sense. It was a preemptive ban, and they didn't want that shit happening in the TCG. Makes perfect sense. Norden is still around. I don't think they banned Norden here. I think Norden escaped the ban list some fucking how. Which is very concerning because, Zodiac's, I heard people were concerned that Zeus was going to abuse the shit out of Norden, and I guess they still want to latch on to Norden, which is weird because they just released that fusion tuner, and you would think that was their way of saying, yeah, Norden's gone, but no, fucking Vanity's Emptiness is banned now, which, thank God, because Vanity's Emptiness, I've heard people argue that Vanity's Emptiness is amazing, is a card that should have been at 3 or at 0, because having one Vanity's Emptiness just ruins everything, because people are so unprepared for that one singular Vanity's Emptiness. People are just unprepared. Like, with 3 Vanity's Emptiness, people argue that it's easier to counter because nobody would willingly set 3 Vanity's Emptiness at a time, because that would just be suicidal, and not to mention there's all this mass, spell and trap card removal we have now. But Vanity's Emptiness is actually banned in TCG, and I think it's for the best, because I can't tell you how broken this card is when it's used in the right circumstances. Aside from the unbreakable boards, you have fucking Vanity's Emptiness. So, yeah, I am so happy for that. Vanity's Emptiness is finally fucking gone. Thank God. Now for limits. Max C. Well, this is the one I'm actually aware of because MCole40 felt the need to spoil fucking everything in his titles. Yeah. Remind me not to check YouTube when well, it's my own damn fault. So yeah, Max C got limited. I'm a little salty about that because Maxi was just such an important card for the formats because, Zodiacs, they Herpaderp special summon all the time, and they fucking limited Maxi, which was one of their best counters. It was one of the best fucking counters to, Zodiacs. Maxi was fine at 2. I don't know why the fuck they limited it. I think it's a bit much. I think it's a bit much to limit the card, but the upside is it makes it a lot easier to make my side deck now. But aside from that, yeah, it sucks that it's limited now. It really sucks. So, what's going to happen next is a buttload of limits because of the added cards. And it seems Cyberstein didn't get, it seems that Cyberstein is still not unbanned yet, nor Elemental Hero Stratos. So for those who are hoping that Stratos and Cyberstein were going to finally come to the TCG, we're going to have to look elsewhere, unfortunately. Rescue Cat is limited, which, of course, it is one of the added cards, so not surprised there, so welcome back. Dragon of the Ice Barrier, welcome back. Brain Control, welcome back. Future Fusion, welcome back. Imperial Order, welcome back. So, all of these guys are back. Of course, the shit Goyo Garden doesn't have to be limited. It's already at 3 in TCG, so Ripperoni's Goyo Guardian, you were good while you lasted, but the OCG was scared of you for some reason, and they felt the need to fucking make you awful. So, Bryonax at 1, Rescue Cat's at 1, Brain Control's at 1, Future Fusion's at 1, and Imperial Order's at 1, and of course, these are all the errated versions. It's so cool. Future Fusion's such a, it's just like MST bait nowadays, because it's like a problem card that people have to take care of as soon as possible. I'm not against this idea. Imperial Order is going to be fucking amazing. I argue this card is just as broken. Yes, you're forced to pay 7 or light points during each standby phase now, and you have to do it, but you still get the same effect, and it's just as brutal. The format is just spell reliant now, and Imperial Order is just an amazing counter to the fucking spell heavy formats. So, yeah, Imperial Order is just going to be, it's just going to be so OP. Alright, for semi-limits, Wisdom Eye Magician, nobody fucking cares. Nobody legit cared about it with the Wisdom Eye Magician anyway, so I'm not bothered. Zodiac Rapier semi-limited, I totally call this. The OCG put him at 1, which I thought was really fucking insane. They really wanted the deck dead, and people have actually wanted Rapier at 2. And yeah, he's at 2 now, which makes a lot of sense. People still want the deck to be a thing, but they don't want it being tier 0. So Rapier 2 is not the worst thing. I think it is, acceptable. I think it's okay at 2. I mean, we'll have to wait and see how badly the deck is affected with just 2 Rapiers. I mean, it does reduce consistency. That's the most important thing. Interrupted Kaiju Summer semi-limited, which I'm not surprised. I mean, the card is just fucking Dark Hole. It is just Dark Hole, but for kaijus, and it's just broken. So I don't have to run 3 of them in a side deck now. I don't have to run 3 of them, but yeah, not surprised at this at all. Like, Interrupted Kaiju Slumber had to go for a while. Like, at 2, it's fine. Like, obviously it's gonna get limited eventually, but at 2, I'm not gonna split hairs on it. That's fine. Now for Unlimited. Now I'm still curious what we're gonna see for Unlimited cards. So first up is Sagan. Sagan is finally back in the TCG. It's been Arutud, and it's about fucking time the asshole came back. Although weird, Chaos Emperor Dragon is still banned, even though he got Arutud. That is so weird. Like, they Arutud Chaos Emperor Dragon, and they still keep him banned. Like, what the fuck's the holdup? Are they just that terrified of Chaos Emperor Dragon? I mean, it's a piss easy summoning condition, but his effect, you can't even use it on the turn you summon him anyways. So, yeah. Actually, you can, but hopefully it's the only effect you activate for the turn. Like, yeah. Sagan is finally back at 3. I mean, that's okay. Like, at 3, who fucking cares? Like, I guess Burning Abyss are going to be alright with Sagan being back. Like, that was their best buddy. Like, Burning Abyss haven't really done much lately. Like, Beatrice is at 1, Seer's at 1, Graph is at 1. So yeah, I don't think Burning Abyss are like the almighty powerful TCG deck that it used to be. And Sagan's perfectly fine at 3. I don't care. And that's it. That's literally it. So my thoughts. This was not worth the wait. I don't think it was fair to hold the fucking list hostage just so we can get the Arutud cards from Duelist Saga. I feel this was not worth the fucking wait. I feel they should have released this shit a lot earlier. Like, Kieran had to be taken care of a long fucking time ago. Veni's Emptiness is pretty cool. That was the most unexpected hit. Norton is still alive. They actually put Rat Period 2, which I guess is the best hit for now. Totally Awesome is still at 3. I fucking knew for a fact that we're not going to hit Totally Awesome. It's too soon. It is too goddamn early to hit him. The only thing I'm really super salty about is the fact Behemoth Shark is still around. That guy is still around, but I think the reason they didn't ban him is because one of the alternative strategies of Behemoth Shark is finally coming out to the TCG, which is the Black Ray Lancer thing, which people in the OCG were able to do for a long while Behemoth Shark was a thing. So, yeah, I guess they wanted the TCG to have fun with that guy, so, yeah, I can see why. I mean, I guess, like, marketing reasons or whatever. But, I'm a little salty Maxi got limited, but, Tyre Neptune's a good hit because, fuck that guy. He had to get hit because preemptive bans. Kieran, I'm so glad he's fucking gone. Don't have to deal with that asshole anymore. Veni's Emptiness is, I've already talked about it. What am I saying? All the Arutud cards coming back, I'm perfectly fine with this. Like Bryonak especially because, Great Old Frogs, my Grill Frog deck, they really need this guy back. And, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with Bryonak coming back. Like, this is a cool card. Like, a lot of Shinko decks are just going to welcome this guy with open arms. Like, so many decks will just run Bryonak again, like especially Synchro Focus, obviously. Brain Control is going to be a good side deck. Like, I'm so putting this card in my side deck in a lot of decks because obviously you can only target monsters that can be normal summon or set with the new Brain Control, but that just makes it a great side deck option. Imperial Order is an amazing side deck option as well. Future Fusion will be fantastic in a lot of Fusion decks, especially as MST bait. You only need to run 1 copy anyways, because that's all you're allowed anyways. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, I'm fine with it at 2 and stuff like that. So there's not much else I can say at this point, except that I'm so glad we fucking have this list at last. So what do you guys think of the list? Is it bad? Is it good? I don't fucking care. I just want this shit done and over with. Anyways, this is Angry John.